I'll make sure and go put red on as soon as I go home.
1991?
Okay, I'm not 1991, but is it only for the birthday, or do you wear red just in general?
You wear red just in general.
In general, but especially if you're born in 1991.
1991, yeah, because that's the GOAT year. Yeah.
Okay, well, very cool. So how would you celebrate it over in China?
Oh, yeah, in China, I mean, we have like really big family things going on. All the family members were like hanging out together, and then we would cook at least like, 13 or 14 inches.
Oh,
and then before those main dishes, we would have like cold dishes for going on first, and then eating that. And then little kids would be on their own table eating food, and then, older people were like eating food together. And then at the end, we would watch it's like a show that was performed by the government maybe, and then for all those performers there have like a really huge show, so everybody will watch that as a tradition, even if sometimes they're not very good, but we are still watching it because you watched it for your entire life. Like, it's just like old tradition. You would do that every single time.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so they tried to bring a little bit of that back to here over in Kansas. So last Sunday, you guys, wasn't there a big spectacular event put on? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, last Sunday we actually, because I work for the Chinese Student Scholarship and Friendship Association, and then last week we actually host a really huge event for celebrating Chinese New Year, because we cannot celebrate this week because it's within the middle of the week, so there's no way we can do the event hosting on this week, but we did that on last week. And then we kind of gathering all the people that was living around Lawrence area and also Kansas area, for all these Chinese, either Chinese or Americans, they come here, gather together and performing for our event, and we gathered for almost like 600 to 700 people to come. Yeah, it was really a huge crowd.
And I'm looking at this footage right now. That was from Sunday night. It looks like a blast. And actually, I heard, didn't you perform? You performed?
Yeah, I performed at the last show,
Oh,
with my friend. We were like dancing.
That's awesome. And it was a blast.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Well, very cool. So do you have any fun plans for today?
Yeah, today I was actually feel that I want to kind of go and hang out with my friend more again. Oh, I also had to FaceTime with my mom to say Happy New Year to them.
Definitely.
Yeah, because that's a tradition too. Like when the New Year's come, you have to call all your relatives or all your friends, like telling them Happy New Year, and then the older people will give kids lucky money. That means bringing good luck to you. Yeah, and I always get a lot because I'm still a student. But once I go to work, I wouldn't get lucky money anymore.
Okay. Well, hey, I mean, we all got to grow up, I guess, sometime. Yeah. Okay, well, very cool. So make sure, everybody, you go home, you put on red, call all your family members and friends for a happy Chinese New Year. Stay tuned. When we get back, we'll have Travis and Samantha with the news.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
Hi, I'm Samantha Holden.
And I'm Travis Calvin, and this is your Thursday Good Morning KU News Update. President Obama spoke at a summit yesterday about countering violent extremism. The president emphasized that the U.S. is not at war with Islam, but rather the people who have perverted Islam. He went on to appeal for more acceptances of Muslim Americans while stating that the need to stay vigilant against radicals.
A video was released Tuesday by the Kansas City Area Transportation Authority showing the December 30th shooting at the East Side bus stop. The video shows a gunman waiting near the bus stop and then opening fire upon the bus as it passes by. The shooting resulted in serious injuries to a 15-year-old passenger. Police are still actively investigating the shooting and are hopeful that the release of the video will generate tips.
Facebook is working on integrating virtual reality into users' news feeds. Last year, Facebook spent $2 billion to buy a startup virtual reality company named Oculus. The company's vision is to allow users to explore the world without leaving their home.
The University of Kansas football team is trying a new technology in order to prevent the concussion problem in the sport. The Jayhawks will be among the first college football teams to use impact sensing mouth guards. In spring, KU plans to use these mouth guards for every player, which trainers monitor hits by players in real time.
The men's basketball team will be looking to recover after a 62-61 loss at West Virginia on Monday night. Kansas lost the lead after a layup late by West Virginia's Jawan Staten with just 3 seconds left. Jayhawks had a chance to win it at the buzzer, but Perry Ellis missed a go-ahead floater. KU will look to rebound Saturday against TCU at 3 o'clock in Allen Fieldhouse. The women's basketball team is also struggling after losing to TCU 73-67 on Tuesday night. The Lady Jayhawks have now lost 5 of their last 6 games and are in last place in the Big 12. Natalie Knight had a huge game for the Jayhawks as she put up 29 points. Jayhawks will next take on the Oklahoma State Cowgirls on Saturday in Stillwater. The men's baseball team opened up the 2015 season being tested by the #2 team in the nation. The LSU Tigers won all 3 over the weekend stretch, but the young KU roster gained some valuable experience. Jayhawks are now in Mesa, Arizona to play the Big 12 Pac-12 Challenge starting today at 2 p.m. The women's softball team is also in action, and they have posted up a 10-0 record so far this season, crushing their opponents in impressive fashion. Last Saturday, the Jayhawks scored 25 runs against New Mexico State and recently won 63 against Weber State. KU will look to remain perfect as they enter the Aquafina Invitational and take on Mercer on Friday. That'll wrap it up for sports, so stay tuned for just a second with the weather.
Better life.
Welcome back, everybody. We're joined now by Mimi Mashaj. She is up on the roof, and she'll be a new face here on Good Morning KU Weather. Mimi, it looks pretty cold outside. How does it feel?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Alden. I feel like a popsicle out here up on the Union roof. It is very cold out here. Definitely stay bundled up when you're walking to class because it's pretty cold out here. But at least if it's gonna be this cold, there should be snow, right? So hopefully this weekend we'll get some snow. What were you kind of saying about that?
Yeah, we do actually have a chance of seeing some snow this Saturday, and that's pretty interesting too. But let's go ahead and talk about today first. It's going to be very cold today, and temperatures are going to be much below average. So if we can try to take a look at our almanac now, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Our average for this time of year is actually 46 degrees and 23 degrees for a low. Yesterday, we had a high of 21 and a low of 2. But today it's going to be much colder than that. And all the way back in 1943, it was 75 degrees today, but it's not going to be that warm today. So that's pretty unfortunate. Here's a look at your Thursday planner. At 11 a.m., it's going to be mostly cloudy. There might be some peaks of sunshine, but it's not going to be very much by any means at all. The clouds are going to hang around all day today. At 11 a.m., 13 degrees with that northeast wind at 5 to 10 miles an hour is going to actually feel between like 0 and 5. So be sure to bundle up and stay pretty warm. 2 p.m. too, the clouds take back over 17 degrees. 17 is actually going to be our high today too. So not 71. I wish I could flip those numbers around, but I can't. And then at 5 p.m., 15 degrees. So looking at the next 5 days, 17 degrees today on Thursday. It'll warm up a little bit more on Friday, but not very much. And then on Saturday too is when we have that chance for precipitation. So if we take a look at the 5-day now, 30 degrees on Friday. The sun will come out just a little bit. It'll be more like today. Saturday is a very complicated day, if for no other reason than this temperature. It's at 34 degrees right now. So it's going to be very cold Monday morning, so be sure to bundle up and stay warm. That's your forecast for now, and that's Good Morning KU for this Thursday. Have a nice day.